Toronto, downtown. We're outside the Union Station now. Here I am on a weekend adventure. KP Live, Give and Travel. Take a quick look around Toronto, see what's going on. It's Sunday, so it's very quiet. Royal Bank Building. I'm gonna go find myself a good breakfast now. Breakfast at the meeting a friend down there too. Breakfast at the St. Lawrence Market. So this area of Toronto is what they call the St. Lawrence Market area. I used to just call it the Esplanade. I think that's what a lot of the old locals call it too. Pubs, St. Lawrence Market, and it leads down to the Distillery District where they do a lot of movies and stuff. So let's go get a drink or a coffee or something here. I think this area I've always considered to be Toronto's attempt to mimic Montreal and the heritage and the culture that is Montreal, the patio life, like pubs and so forth. The old spaghetti factory, one of my favorites. Always been a good restaurant if you're going to after a Blue Jays game or a Argos game or whatever the event is here in Toronto. Then we run into these pubs here, Scotland Yard, the Belgian beer market, and there's an Irish pub at the end. Beer market was always a good place years in the past when I used to go there for live music. Expensive food though, but I think they have like over 100 types of beer on tap. And now we're coming down to where the Irish pub is. Very popular St. Patrick's Day down here. Might even stop in for a wee pint later on. Oh, I don't see that Irish pub. It's gone. Goose Island Brewhouse now. Well, that's something new. Huh, how about that? That's how long it's been since. Okay, St. Lawrence Market since 1803. A lot of cities have things like this. Boston, Dallas, all around the world really. Santiago de Chile. Let's go ahead and take a look, get some breakfast. St. Lawrence Market. World famous St. Lawrence Market. Souvenirs, maple syrup, of course, fresh fish, pastries. Carousel Bakery, that's supposed to be pretty famous. Butter tarts, of course, that's one of the things that Anthony Bourdain loved most about Toronto, was the butter tarts here. Fruit, avocados, tomatoes, oysters, Seco, whatever that is. More seafood. Cheese back there. Here's a deli sandwich place. Reminds me a lot of Dallas actually. Wayne Gretzky wine. Lots of honey. Okay, I'm going to meet my friend at this restaurant over here, Patty's, for breakfast. Actually, I didn't know they serve breakfast, but that's cool. Look at the Portuguese custard tarts, love those. More fresh meats. Not as busy as I thought it would be though. They'd be a lot busier. Meat pies, oh, they all look good. This is their specialty right here, female bacon. Female bacon along with butter tarts. Lots of fruit from all over really, not just local. Ice steaks. we're talking. Look at all those nice desserts. Seems like a pretty good busy place right here. Buster's, Sea Cove, and Menu. Very popular place. Okay, leaving the St. Lawrence Market, heading down to the waterfront now. Alright, looks like they got a little street festival here today outside the St. Lawrence Market. Muskoka chairs right there, also known as Adirondack chairs. Yeah, they've really expanded this marketplace. It reminds me, like I said, a lot of Dallas. What they've done in Dallas with their farmers market area. Little busker playing traditional Chinese music. So I was saying they've actually expanded this. Like I said, it really has a vibe, kind of like what the Dallas farmers market area is. I wonder if they actually went down to Dallas and all and copied that. Hot day, beautiful day though. Not too many homeless bums about. Almost beer time too. Summertime in Toronto on the Esplanade, working my way down towards the Distillery District. The old area of Toronto. Look back. Alright, let's take a walk down here. Toronto's Distillery District, world famous. Well, Toronto famous. Out on a little walking tour today of Toronto. Not all of Toronto, but the best parts, in my opinion, from a summertime perspective. Art gallery right there. A few art galleries around here. Some little boutiques. Nice little patio there, although it is very hot out. Probably want a lot more shade. Another art gallery, Distillery District. A lot of movies made here. Toronto Distillery District. The heat of the summer. So there's some music here, old school R&B today. 1 o'clock. This area is kind of like Toronto's version of old Montreal, I suppose. And I think I found the bars. Bars down here. Oh, and they got the lots of music playing over there. Like those misters. Hot enough today, 45 degrees at least. Oh, and this is the Old Flame Brewing Company. I'm going to grab a beer right here. Old Flame. It's pretty nice. What do you have for dark, my friend? You have anything dark? Yeah. I'll take the black lager, please. Thank you. So, you know, this is a pretty expensive area in the Harbourfront area because there's a Porsche dealership right there. And I always find, regardless of where you go in the world, wherever there's a Porsche dealership, it's expensive. And all those condos there have a beautiful view. multi-million-dollar condos. Beautiful view of Lake Ontario. It's the heat of the day in Toronto. Hot summer day. Left the Distillery District, which is over that way. Heading down here now towards Harbourfront. You see the CN Tower in the background there. Got some extra water with me because it is a very hot, humid day here. And it's a very beautiful waterfront, Toronto. World class, in my opinion. I could do so much more with it, though. Merchant Wharf. Toronto waterfront with the Toronto Islands right there. Lake Ontario beyond that. The Toronto Ferry right across there. Not much of a breeze coming off it. It is a very humid day here in Toronto. So we got a big boat here, the Bluebill, about 45,000 tons, I think I was told. In the Queens Quay area now, heading towards Harbourfront, where there is a Celtic music festival at 4 o'clock today. Toronto is a perfect example of a 15-minute city. So you could live here and never travel more than 15 minutes from your home, your condo, wherever it happens to be. You got grocery stores and you got garages and gas stations if you need them, and pubs, all within 15 minutes of your condo. I've actually known people that lived exactly like that. The NBA even has a restaurant down here, Harbourfront area now. Heading down here, and this is where the ferries go across the island. Water taxi port right here. At Harbourfront now, where the ferry is. Let's go down here, see what's going on along the waterfront. Water taxis, they're taking people out to the yacht club. And this is where you get the tours of the Toronto Islands, Lake Ontario, Hornblower. I think they're out of San Francisco or somewhere. They also do the tours in Niagara Falls as well. And I'm going to go over there right now and get something to drink. And there's the CN Tower in the background. 1,812 feet. Beaver tails, that's like a type of dessert. Water taxi, that's a good idea on how to get over there. Probably a little more expensive, I guess, but I would rather take that than the ferry with everybody else on there. One of the many options for a cruise around the lake right there. And there's another one right there. Lots of Harbourfront bar options here. Menu right there, 20 bucks for a pound of wings. Shows you how expensive it is. Here's another view of the Harbourfront area here, the CN Tower there. This is, I believe, called Pier 9.
It's early on Ontario farm, chicken